Okay, so this is the 1992 Buick Skylark Luxury Edition with just now 25,000 miles. We've run into it. So there's a few things like some scratches, some wear to the front. This lens is broken, the seal's broken there, but I have a whole new seal beam that I got online, and the paint itself on the hood, you know, carport, so it was pulled in, some polish under there. Someone a bit aggressive. The car's a little dirty. We did, you know, it rained a little bit. The tires are a little dry, not a little, they're very dry. The previous owner was a stickler for very original things, very original. So tires are from 2005. Not to worry, I'm getting them ordered in and put on myself anyway. The body's very straight, very clean. So these rubber seals, they all perish. They just dry out. They're not available anymore. So, and every time I found them, they've always just been in just as bad of condition. It's like that on the other side, and I'll show you. Original padded roof. It does have some sun fade. You can kind of see how it stripes along the roof a little bit. Again, GM red. Sun's making that hard to see, but it gets it. So you can definitely tell it was parked in its carport, and you can see where the sun basically used to come around the back of the car. Basically color tone differences here, because these plastic bumpers, they always do that, but everything's very straight. Clean. So again, this deck, it's kind of hard to see, maybe I can shadow it. It does have its paint fade along the rear of it, being the red, but it's not terrible. Under a big gloss and a restore, you can kind of see how it's kind of dry. The color, you see how it has the effect into it. It's from, again, sun exposure, sun on the rear, sun. So there's a few like brush scratches from where like people have walked by the car, you know, mostly it's along the driver's side around here, just surface area scratches for it. We have like rock chips that have kind of pitted a little bit, but it's not aggressive or anything. It's not, you know, rotten through. It's very solid. Wire wheels. I gotta scrub those white walls. They get dirty quick. This is just cleaner that I put on the roof to protect it. The rain ran it down it. The seals again. The chrome, a little bit of spotting, not bad. This is the worst of the seals, where it's just chipped away, gets used. You even touch it and they break. Again, you can kind of see this is a part, like those, like I said, very scratching. This side obviously, I guess, got walked along the most in their carport. Right here, if you polish it, it lightens it up, but I've never managed to get rid of it. But I've never taken a buffing wheel to the car because I always worry. 80s GM, 90s GM red, I'm too chicken shit to take a buffing wheel to it. So I usually just kind of hand do it, good cleaner, and then put a ceramic coat onto it and call it the best. Interior is very clean. No rips. Oop, oop. Very nice red. Take the key out. The previous owner used to call it Whore Velour. So again, it's a little dirty because it rained on it over the holiday here. So 25,358 miles today. Little cubby. Oh, sunglasses. The radio is a new one. Old GM radios, they fall apart in 2 seconds. I can show that in a minute when I turn the car on. Your glove box. Full of my gas receipts, and there's some information from the original dealership. The key to get into the wheel, to get the wheel locks off. Trunk button, very, very clean. The headliner, like I said, has its bubbling, but it is original. It's kind of hard to tell. There. Very clean. So, all right. Let's get on out. So, keys, trunk, and door, or door, trunk, starter. Old GM car, we all know these things. I have a second set of keys, the originals. So. Pops right off. Don't look at the dirt. It needs wiped. I drive with the windows down pretty often. The previous owner put some rain guards onto it, and I like the air, quarter panels. Anyway, pops right off. So. All right, drive it around for a second. I have another set of the floor mats, brand new, OEM, and the trunk of the car. And I have a car cover stuffed back there too, and some other junk, but I can show you. Key brake off. Gear shifter, cosmetic, nonsense. It doesn't like to slide, all these stupid little things. But shifts just fine. Reverse, neutral, drive, and gear. The tires can be a bit noisy because they are, of course, 15 years old and pretty dangerous. I don't go but 5 miles to work, so it's just mostly a putz along. But I have new tires I'm gonna get for it. It'll be fine. The window seal here, the rain guards that the previous owner put onto it, it kind of messed the seal up a little bit, but no water gets into the car or anything like that. Usually drive with the windows a little cracked too, so that they get some fresh air. Over boosted power steering. The tires as well, being as old as they are, tend to pull the alignment to the left a little bit, but the whole front end was rebuilt and redone by the previous owner, and I have the receipts for it. I think that was in 2017 when he had all that put back together. So terrible tires do terrible things. Up badging their Tesla in front of us. Okay. Anyway, I like my car from 1992 more anyway. As soon as the light turns, you'll have some acceleration. Manual window. This one doesn't adjust. You have to get outside the car and actually press it. GM quirks and features. All the windows go down. This one. Auto feature on this one works. Oh, here we go. Braking, stops very smooth, no problems with it. You know, older car like this, you know, it does not have ABS, so always pay attention to what the hell you're doing. The seatbelt in the door loves to make a chatter. Plastic and door frame. Whoever designed that was a moron. The stereo, again, has been replaced. The one speaker works. The rest of them do not. GM, age, cheap electronics. It's the one that's behind the driver and the very rear that works. I try to run either premium or ethanol free through the car. Sometimes the ethanol free is usually 87, so I usually run an octane booster onto that one. I know it may not necessarily need it, but it's still running its original plugs and everything. Again, the previous owner collects original cars. I mean, he has a Buick Century that has 1,600 miles on it, I think, or so. Original tires type of, you know, original collector. So this car's basically been maintained roadworthiness. Not that I would push tires like that, but rubbers and stuff. Nothing drips, no leaks whatsoever. Car holds its own. Cruise is just nice. Air conditioning works. It's been converted to R37 or whatever it is, that code. The R12, the old stuff is gone. Blows extremely cold, ice you out. Heat works as well. All of the vacuum pump, everything here. Temperature, all of the buttons work. Rear defroster, which does not automatically kick off. You have to turn it off. This car is very mechanically basic. You can keep it going duct tape, paperclip, and almost vegetable oil if you wanted to. It has a 3300 V6 into it with the 3-speed to it, plus overdrive. All the gauges, very smooth. iPhone focusing in and out and this and that, but along at 60. Horn works. But like I said, the alignment is a little bit off. Just a little. Pulls a little to the right. works, nice and pretty. Love the end of these things. You can probably see now that it's out of the straight sun a little bit more of like how the paint on this driver's side is a little more solid along on the deck. See how the color kind of has a haze. It's just sun. Mostly shows on the rubber bumper, but it's age. This side's a lot nicer. Cleaning products from the roof because I put a sealant and a protectant on it. I do it about every 2 weeks or so because all the stitching is in beautiful shape. It's just, it needs to be cared for in the proper way. The chrome. So the windshield. Turn the car off. Engine's mostly clean. I mean, it has a little bit of dirt and stuff into it. Has a new water pump, which I put onto it. You know, all the leads and stuff, most of it's all original. New belt. Newer alternator. It's been done by the previous owner. I have to look at his date for it, when he had it done. So a little bit dirty, a little bit of age. I mean, this is Patricia. She runs and drives and turns heads.